Yeah. What's up with y'all, boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money-making Saturday. I'm here with the Pick Dawgz morning show. You know that drill, man. We're live 365. Just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see the day's action playing out. What a card. What a day. I'm ready, man. I'm locked and loaded. We got 3 games from college football playoff games. Somebody's going home. Somebody's moving on to the next round. We got a humongous card from college hoops. Some ranked teams going at it today as well, man. So talk about a few of those momentarily. NBA has a pretty big card today on a Saturday after a weak card last week with the NBA Cup going on. Start to get back to regular scheduled programming. And the NFL popped up on a Saturday. What the hell going on? NFL got 2 games today. So we'll break those down as well. We can't forget about the NHLA, man. Got a solid card today as well, man. So I got a great crew of guys to help me break down this action. Got the franchise player with me here. Chris, what's happening, my man? How you doing this morning?
Doing all right. A little worse for wear physically, but, had another winning day yesterday, so that kind of eases the pain a little bit. But, ready to break down the card today, help everybody make some money. Like you said, you got a fantastic card. It's not often that we're going to get full cards like this with just so much going on across the board. So ready to break down the card and, like I said, help everybody get paid today.
Let's do it. We got Jovan Burtz here. What's happening, Jovan? How you doing?
Yeah, what's going on? Got a smorgasbord of sports going on today. I'm heating up. Past couple of days of winning. There's still no clips rolling for winning days of rolling. There's still no clip. All's well in the world.
Let's do it, man. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling into today. And we got one of the hottest mans on the planet for a full year duration. Brian Bittler. What's happening, my man? How you doing?
Well, yesterday, super disappointed. 2-3 Oklahoma Sooners, my top bet. They got out 17-0 in that game, and then just like Alabama changed their game plan up and dominated them. Really a huge letdown for me. The only saving grace was the NBA with the Sixers and Timberwolves coming through for me, but 2-3 is not good enough, and got to bounce back today. I think it's one of the top cards of the year. I was excited. I texted Roman Elliott. I said I can't wait to win some money today. It's going to be a big day for sure.
I think it's going to be a big day for sure. I got smoked last night. I always tell y'all what it is. I went 0-5 last night.
That's a kick in the balls.
Yeah, I just got murdered. I had Oklahoma. I was on the other side of both of yours, Brian. I had the Hawks. I really, really, really liked the Hawks last night, and they did not do nothing.
I think the Sixers are impressive, though. If they got their whole – they didn't have Embiid, and they might never have him, but Edgecombe and Maxi's just, it's cold-blooded out there.
Yeah. So shout out to them boys, man. Shout out. I'm looking for a huge bounce back today, man. I'm looking for a major one. As of right now, I got 3 plays. I got 3 plays locked and loaded. I got 1 NBA, 1 college football, 1 NFL as of right now. I'm probably going to add 2 more NBA here momentarily, but yeah, I'm looking for a solid, dominant Saturday. I love today's card, man. I could bet a lot more, but we'll talk about it.
Real quick about the Sixers, Edgecombe, that's a steal for these guys. This is the organization where y'all haven't had the best of luck, Philly. I'm sorry.
He plays on both ends. He's hard on the defensive end, and
he's a gem. So. I like what Philly has done despite the injury with Embiid and them not making it far in the playoffs, and so on and so forth. Y'all got Maxey, So look, I was on Philly yesterday. I should have been on a lot more in the NBA because everything I would have touched would have hit, But yeah, I just wanted to say that like all signs are pointing up for the Sixers.
Fair enough, man. We'll get to that NBA here in a little bit, man. Them boys back in action today, so y'all also in love with them. We'll see if y'all.
Oh no, I'm not.
Oh no, this is a case by case basis.
That's another game.
Generally speaking,
Nah, I'm just hating. I was mad because I lost. Let's do it though, man. Let's do it. Let's talk some college hoops. That's where we're gonna start today. Let's split it up in like two because we got so much ground to cover today, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, three. Well, let's see. Let's see how we do it. First, let's look at the big games. Let's go. Michigan State's playing Oakland at 11. They're laying 19.5. Louisville's playing Montana at 11. They're laying 30.5. We got St. John's in Kentucky battling it out. Later on, we got North Carolina, Ohio State, Maryland, Virginia, Purdue, Auburn, Duke, Texas Tech, and Arizona, San Diego State are all the big games today. And then there's a lot of other meat on the bone today, of course, like Kansas, South Dakota State, Indiana, Chicago State. You get the picture. Chris, what jumps off the page to you today in college hoops, sir?
You doing the whole thing? Just
sure.
so I know.
Yeah, right. we'll do the whole thing, and if we'll circle back if you forget anything.
All right. Well, first off, we'll go to the one that's on the screen right now. I like St. John's here. I just think that there's something wrong with Kentucky. If this game was at Rupp, you'd have an easier time talking me onto Kentucky in this game. But St. John's for me is just a team that can attack Kentucky inside. They're the more experienced team. They're going to be used to this neutral floor environment. Like I said, Kentucky has had some head scratching results under Mark Pope this season. I think that St. John's going to be the more physical team in this matchup, be able to slow down Kentucky's finesse style and get the job done here. I think they're laying a bucket, in SEC country, even because this game's in Atlanta. I think they're laying the bucket here for good reason. I think Kentucky's going to have a decent turnout. They may have the crowd here, but I'm going to take St. John's laying the bucket in that one. Skimming through the card here. I'm going to take Northeastern plus the 16 against Syracuse. I think Syracuse is incredibly overrated. Northeastern, they usually try to get up for these power conference big brother teams. And, Syracuse leaves a lot of points at the foul line. They're shooting 59% from the line this season. Ain't going to cut it, even against teams like Northeastern. And we've seen Syracuse with their food in some of these recent at home. So I'm going to take Northeastern plus the 16. And one more that I'll give out, Santa Clara. Just fade Loyola Chicago till the cows come home. This team is trash. This team is nowhere close to the Loyola Chicago teams of years past. Santa Clara is a big number for the Broncos, but they should have no problem covering this number. I'm going to take Santa Clara laying the 15.5. I'll keep looking. I'll see if there's someone else on the board, but that's all for me for right now.
Jovan, what you looking at today in college hoops?
Ultimately, with this Oakland Michigan State game, the line's going down from 20.5 to 19.5 in a lot of spots, in a lot of places. I'm still on Oakland, but I'd see that as more of a public dog. So the more it goes down, the less I kind of like, the less I like it. To be quite honest, Michigan State can do whatever they want with Oakland, I believe. It's just that Tom Izzo and Greg Campy, they're buddies, and one thing about Tom Izzo, if you don't know, is that he doesn't like to run it up on his guys, whether it's assistant coaches that moved on to head coaching spots, because there's a lot of them sprinkled around in college basketball, what have you. So while it can happen, I'm gonna take the points in that spot. Let's go down the list real quick. You know what? I'm on Indiana coming off that loss to UK. Not a good offensive performance, only scored 60 points. So I expect them to run roughshod over Chicago State. Point blank period. 36.5 is a lot of wood to chop, but I do believe they win this one by 40 plus. If they take their foot off the gas pedal, then it is what it is. But I don't think that's going to happen. They've scored over 100 points in 3, maybe 4 games this season, so they should be able to get the job done in that spot. Try to give you something later on. Yeah, Chris took a couple of my teams. Eastern Washington. I'm on Eastern Washington this one. Who are the Utes to to cover or lay 11.5? It was 12.5 a couple hours ago. No, now the market's moving in Eastern Washington's direction. This was going to be one of my premium picks, but the line moved, and I'm not gonna, sacrifice any points. So Eastern Washington is.
Joe Von Burt's. Brian, what you looking at today?
Everybody knows I hate to disagree with my good friend Chris Ruflo here, but I like the Kentucky Wildcats plus the points. Got the win over Indiana. I think this team much better than 7-4. St. John's statement win, I guess, is against Baylor, but I just think talent-wise, we're going to see an upswing now from Kentucky. And this morning it was plus 2.5. Now we see 1.5, 1. I think by tip-off, Kentucky's going to be favored in this one. I like Auburn plus the points against Purdue. Purdue, one of the best teams in college basketball, but I think it's a 2-possession affair here for Purdue. I'm going to take the points with Auburn, and then let me see one more. I'll take Arkansas plus the 4.5 on that neutral court game. I see this one as a 1-possession game. I know Houston, for me, I think they might be the best team overall, right up there with Duke, but Arkansas, I think, is going to give them a fight today.
I agree, man. Woo Pig Suey, man. Come on, man. Cali Park boys. I think they come out balling today. I actually think they might get them out right. Not in love with it, but I guess I am because I think they got a chance to win this outright, and they're 4.5-point dogs, neutral site. The thing is, fading Houston isn't fun, but I think this Arkansas team is pretty battle tested. They're looking all right to me right now. I'm leaning in that direction plus the 4.5. I would agree with Brian in this one too. Sorry, Chris. I'm taking Kentucky, man. St. John's got to show me. If this was at Kentucky, I would have for sure had this game as a premium. Neutral site kind of kept me off. I don't know. Is St. John's the better team? Are they?
Mm-hmm. By a mile.
Well, they got the ranking, so they got the shiny number 18 ranking on them. So.
They're the better coach team by a freaking chasm.
I'll give you that one.
Mark Pope is a dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean toward Kentucky. The one I like most, though, the big game. I can't believe I got a graphic for it. I'm taking Purdue, bro. Purdue finna blow the doors off of Auburn. Auburn's ass. Auburn's not good. Little Pearl is not Big Pearl. I keep telling y'all that. And Purdue, to me, is the best team in the country. And y'all know I typically hate Purdue. I'm never on that Purdue train. So I'm leaning in that direction in that one. And then Texas Tech Duke. Ooh. Yeah, lucky that it ain't in Lubbock.
I wish it was in Texas.
I know. If I was in Lubbock, Tech. Ooh, I would have been all over Tech for sure. It's where Madison Square Garden. I think I looked at that earlier. I still like Tech. In that one. Plus the points. I think they got a good chance to win it outright. It's still early in college hoops where it's like I don't know enough about all these teams to just take full-blown stances in these neutral site games. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my thoughts. I'm kind of waiting till we get a little closer to conference play where I'm attacking teams that I like betting where they play their best basketball at. It's kind of where. So it's kind of my thought process right now.
I feel like there's so many good games on the board that we don't have to go crazy in college basketball today. That's my thought process.
Yeah, that's fair. Chris, anything else you might have missed college hoops?
You may not like it, but Houston.
No.
H-Town?
Yeah, I just think it's a young team that I don't know how they're going to deal with Houston's physicality. This is a Houston team that just puts a lot of pressure. And Acuff is a stud. Don't get me wrong. We sat at the RE and watched this Arkansas team, and do some damage. They showed up tournament time, but the problem is that right now they've still got a lot of young guys that are only 10 games into their college career, and now you got to deal with Houston and that defense. Houston hasn't been crushing teams early like they were the last few years, but they've been starting to turn it on as of late. And I think this is a spot where we just see Houston kind of put the clamps down on Arkansas and win this one by 8 or 9 points. So I like Houston in that one.
My bad, bro. What you got, bro? My bad. What you
got? Chris is always going against us. I don't know. Opposites here. Opposites attract.
Yeah. All right. Javon, anything you might have missed in college hoops?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Looking at this,
we did the whole thing, so I'm just making sure.
No, I'll give out one more. I'm looking at this Northwestern Butler game. Real funny game to me. -1.5. I think Butler's better than that, but I will say this: the Wildcats are a physical team. And that physicality might give the Bulldogs some trouble. So I'm gonna take a shot with Northwestern. I like their coach. He's an overachieving coach. Gets his guys ready. So yeah, I'll be on Northwestern.
Brian, anything you might have missed in college hoops?
I gotta say, last week Javon turned me on to East Carolina early, and I think he spotted a good one here with Northwestern. So I like Northwestern as well. I think they get the W. I'm gonna write this down.
All right. Chris, penny as a dog? I don't know.
Cash money.
In that SEC water, though? I don't know. I kind of lean
wrong team's favorite. Wrong team's favorite here.
You think?
Memphis.
Yeah, 100%. Mississippi State is. I mean, I get it. When I always say you fade Penny as a favorite, you back him as a dog, but Memphis is the better team here. Chris Jans just hasn't been able to get his guys up for these things even at home. So I don't know. I think Memphis should be favored. I think Memphis money line is well in play.
Fair. All right, man. I'm trying to pull out a couple more for the guys, man, in college hoops. Let's do it. Let's go to the NHL, National Hockey League Association.
Utah Mammoth last night let me down.
All right, let's do it. Let's go to the 3 frame and let's go talk some hockey. We got Rangers and the Flyers. Early start time, starting in about 2 hours. Red Wings and the Capitals. Blackhawks and the Senators. Oilers and the Wild. Romanellis and the Sabres. Blues and the Panthers. Did the Panthers win last night? Yes, they did. Yes. Fuck yes. Ooh, my Stars beat up on the Ducks, though. Ooh, shit.
Yeah, it was bad.
Ooh,
it was really bad.
Damn. We got Canucks and the Bruins, Penguins and the Canadians, Hurricanes and the Lightning, Maple Leafs and the Predators, the worst name in sports, Golden Knights and the Flames, Blue Jackets and the Ducks, and Kraken and the Sharks. Is everybody playing today?
No, 13 games. There's 6 teams off.
Yeah, okay. We'll start with you, Chris. How are we feeling?
I'm trying to dock. Do you see the?
I got it too.
Yeah, I know. Appreciate it, but I got no words. Not often that I get less speechless. Holy jeez. Okay. Give me the Lightning here. Over Carolina. Seth Jarvis took a big spill into the net that last night against Florida. That was a rough, he got driven right into the post, knocked the net off. I think he's going to be out for a little bit. That is huge. He's one of their leading scorers for Carolina. Tampa Bay getting Andre Vasilevsky back, I think, is huge for this team. I think that Tampa Bay can get it done at home. They haven't played well lately, but I think they're playing well enough to get the job done here. I think they're favored for a reason, so I'm going to take Tampa Bay. I'm going to take Montreal against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's lost 7 in a row. I know the skid won't last forever, but while Montreal's been inconsistent, Pittsburgh's been consistently bad. I don't get the move for Stuart Skinner. They didn't get any better by bringing him in goal. So Montreal for me there. And I'll take the Panthers on the puck line. Fade of St. Louis more than anything else.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Coming over to the dark side.
Yeah.
No. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. It's more
start
of a
wearing
fade.
his
It's a
Panthers
fade
gear.
of the Blues. See, yeah, there's still a bunch of pussies.
Oh, jeez.
But it's a fade of St. Louis more than anything else because Florida's got their backup goalie in Tarasov, and he is dog water, but it's better than back in the St. Louis Blues who, can't hit water if they fell out of a boat and find the back of the net. So give me Florida.
Ryan, what you looking at today in hockey?
It's a big, beautiful card today. Let me get to. I like the Calgary Flamers here on the money line against the Vegas Knights. Vegas comes in here with that shiny 16-6-10 record, but Calgary plays their best hockey at home. I know Vegas, one of the best road teams in hockey, but Calgary playing better lately. I'm gonna take that plus money. I like a home dog on a Saturday night, and then I'll take my former team, the Nashville Predators, over the Maple Laughs. Toronto's been streaky. I think they're going streaky bad. I like the Preds here on the money line.
Brian loved them Nashville Predators, man.
Well, they're playing the Maple Laughs. I saved this one so I could argue with Chris about it. So
fair.
I ain't arguing with you. My team is dog shit. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this team. They're broken right now.
For me, I like the Lightning today. Even they let me down tremendously the other night. Who'd they lose to? They lost to the Kings. Oh, they pissed me off when they lost to the Kings the other night. But I think it's a good spot to fade the Hurricanes again. We got out of there with plus money, good plus money yesterday. I think it's a good spot. Just a terrible spot for the Panthers. Fifth road game, last 6 games, and they're on a back end of a back-to-back with travel. So Panthers got the rest advantage coming off an ugly loss, coming off of 3 straight losses. I love the Lightning tonight. Come on, Lightning. At home where we trust them. Come on, Lightning. Let's get it done. I would go back to the Ducks after getting embarrassed last night, bro. Come on, Anaheim. And I like the Panthers as well. Shout out to Panthers, man. They cashed for us last night. Did they get it done again today? So
Bunch of pussies.
Don't be hating on the Panthers, man.
Right. Well, no, they are.
Oh, logo.
Cat fight.
When the playoffs rolls around, that kitty's going to get declawed, but
All right. That's hockey. Let's go to college football. Let's talk some football, man. Ooh. First game today starts in about an hour and a half. But this line's off. Or is that grown? We got Texas A&M laying. It was 3 last time I checked. Has it gone up to 3.5? I still see some 3s out there. I see some juiced on the 3, though. Do your line shopping in this one. Total 48.5. Y'all want to – there's just 3 games, so y'all want to do them individually or y'all want to do all 3 together?
let's go all 3 together.
All 3 together.
All right.
Don't back us into a corner.
Fair. We got Ole Miss and Tulane. The Rebels laying 17.5 in this one. And we got JMU out on the road versus Oregon. Oregon laying 21. Yep, 45.5 is the total. Jovan, you're up first, man. What you thinking today in these college football playoff games?
Damn, I'm thinking that college football or NCAA, they don't want any smoke with the NFL because why don't they have Miami in the primetime slot? Miami and Texas A&M in the primetime slot. That's going to be the most competitive game. With that said, looking at this rematch with Tulane and Ole Miss, you know, with Tulane not having Lane Kiffin out there, I think is going to be a huge void as far as play calling. Because one thing about Lane Kiffin is he dials it up, offensively. And Tulane, they're gonna make adjustments. They're gonna throw the kitchen sink at this thing based on what happened last game. And they don't have their head coach out there. Well, hold on, I don't think he's still there. But regardless of that, I just think that all the pressure is on Ole Miss to keep this thing going, and there might be some times where the wrong plays called or the players, they might get a little tight. Not to say it's going to be a competitive game, not saying that, but the point spread, they always say it's the great equalizer, and plus 17.5. I'm looking for Tulane, the Green Wave, to make this more competitive than that first game. So I will take the points in that one. James Madison, Oregon, it's at 21. They expect Oregon to roll, and perhaps they do, but I want to back JMU first half. That's what I want to do. Whether I get to the window or not, that's to be determined. It's a 7:30 kickoff. It's not anything that it's going to be on the premium, so free to talk about it right here. I gotta look into it a little bit more because I do see some advantages with JMU, at least early on, to maybe want to back them in the first half.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. From Jovan. Brian, what you thinking?
Well, in all these three games, I like the under in all three of them. But the main one under I like is JMU and Oregon. James Madison has allowed they have the second best defense in college football. They haven't played the schedule that Oregon has, but their specialty is stopping the run. That's what Oregon does best. I think we're going to see an easy under here. That's where I'm going. Oregon, JMU under.
All right. I got one of these games bet. It's my big game of the week in college football. It's in the A&M Miami game. I got the side in that one, so I won't talk about that one. I'll talk about these other two though, and I think they're fairly simple. First off, I think JMU finna get ran right off the field, bro. I'm sorry. They played one Power 4 ranked team or Power 4 team. It was Louisville, and they lost by 14. Bro, what the hell you think finna happen at Alton? Like, bro, we've seen teams go to Alton and die all the time. I just think Dan Lanning's is one of those, man. He's finna run this score up. I think Oregon takes JMU so far behind the woodshed that we will never, ever, ever again see two of these teams get in the playoffs. I'm sorry. That's just my thoughts on this one. Like, Dan Lanning's that type of asshole, and Oregon's that damn good at home. So I might have to steal Jovan Extendo in this one. Like, this might be the woodshed of the night. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So that's what I think happens in that one. And this one, this is the one I think is going to be competitive somewhere. I know Ole Miss already kicked the crap out of them earlier this season, but I'm taking Tulane plus the points. One team did it right, the other team did it wrong. And I think you'll see that play out on the field today. One team said, all right, man, our coach is leaving, but we love this man so much. He's done so much for us. We're going to let him rock out, man. we understand where we are in the pecking order of things. We understand Florida's a better job than Tulane. We're not gonna beat up on our guy for taking a better job. Matter of fact, coach, stay here. It's fun. Stay here, and let's do something magical. Let's end this magical season off on the right foot. I love that for Tulane. That's how you do it. On the other hand, you got the, oh my God, bro, you leaving us, bro, for LSU? Fuck you, man. You know, like them crying, bro, and y'all not even worried about the game at hand. And then they coming out like they so worried about Lane leaving that I don't even think they prepared for this. I just don't. They should have played in them powder blues today. Instead, they wearing the navies because they mad at Lane. Like everything they've done just seems like it's not about football. And when we get on this football field today, I remember when I seen Tulane beat USC in Jerry World in that, what was that? Was that a bowl game a couple years ago? Tulane's not no pushover. And in the revenge game, we saw a revenge-minded team last night play well, even on the road in Alabama. Now, I know I'm comparing Alabama and Tulane. I'm just saying I think Tulane comes in here and plays well, and I don't know exactly what I'm expected to get from an Ole Miss team missing the guy that took them to the mountaintop, and we'll see what happens. So that's my thoughts. Tulane plus the points. Small sprinkle on the money line, man. So you got to sprinkle on it. And I think Oregon takes JMU behind the woodshed. In the Miami Texas A&M game, you can scoop up my thoughts for $30. PickDawgz Premium. Chris?
Hey Siri, give me the definition of the word donation.
Which game?
Donation means something that is given to a charity, especially a sum of money.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
AKA Tulane. You think for 1 sec? Have you seen these rumblings of what's actually happened with Ole Miss?
What's happened?
These players have come out of the meeting. When Lane Kiffin first left, they said, "Oh, thank God, it's the Pete Golding era." They are going to use this game, and pardon my French, I'm going to just say what I'm saying. They're going to use this game as a big fuck you to Lane Kiffin. Like, fuck you. You want to go to – because Lane Kiffin's like, oh, these guys, they begged me to stay. And the players are coming out saying, no, the fuck we didn't. Goodbye. Tulane, they got stomped in the first meeting. I think they're going to get stomped again. That's just my thoughts, though. The other one I like JMU. I like a running dog in these matchups. JMU ran at the 7th highest rate in the country this season. I think they're just going to try to shorten this game. And 21, here's the thing. I could see a world where Oregon does kick the shit out of JMU. But like 42-24 or, 31-14 still get you to the window with JMU here. And 31-14 would fall right on this total. So I think JMU finds a way to sneak in the back door here. I don't think they're going to just be, pushed over by Oregon here. It's hard to get a data point for Oregon because, who they played at home this season: Montana State, Oklahoma State, and Oregon State. But they played in the Big Ten, obviously. But I mean, they got a conference. So that JMU Louisville game was a lot closer than that final score indicated. There was a touchdown with like 2 minutes left to put the game away. But JMU led partway through the third quarter in that game. I'm not saying that Louisville's on the level of Oregon. I'm just saying JMU still a decent program. So I don't know, running dog, clock consistently moving. I could see JMU sneaking in the back door.
Fair enough. All right.
God, I love this show.
Man, we'll see what happens today.
And I love Siri. I wasn't expecting her to respond.
I don't like Siri. Anytime I ask Siri something, she never.
You don't like when any woman talks back.
I don't like Siri. I like Grok. The Grok's good.
Brian made his Siri a dude just so he wouldn't talk back to him.
I hate Siri. Anytime I ask Siri something, it never gives me the answer to
And
it.
you made it Siri with like the Australian accent to give it a little bit of flair.
All right, let's go to the NBA, National Basketball Association.
It's a nice card today.
Solid card today in the NBA. We got the Rockets laying 1 on Denver in Denver. We got the Sixers 2.5-point favorites over the Mavs in Philly. We got the Celtics 1.5-point favorites over the Raptors in Toronto. We got the Pelicans laying 2.5 on the Pacers. We got the Hornets 10.5-point dogs in Detroit. Grizzlies laying 13 on Washington. We'll do half and half. Brian, I believe you're up first here, sir. How you feeling?
Oh boy. Right off the gate with me. I'm gonna go with the Houston Rockets laying the point at the Denver Nuggets. Everybody knows Denver plays their best ball at home, but Denver just knocked off Houston. Chance for a revenge here. Denver's owned Houston recently. I think this line tells you where you need to be at here. I'm on the Rockets, and I think the best play of this slate here. We did mention Sixers and your old favorite team, the Mavericks, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think out of this whole board, my best free pick would be the Dallas Mavericks plus the points. I was heavy on the Sixers last night. They got it done, but this is the type of situation they come home and crap the bed here and lose a game that I think everybody's going to back the Sixers, seeing them knock off the Knicks. So give me the Dallas Mavericks plus the points.
I lean Mavs. I'm not betting it, though. I would take Denver. I can't, bro. No. I hear that argument. I hear the argument line tells you what you need to know, bro, but no. Bro.
-1 to take, or +1 to take the Nuggets at home.
Sign me up.
Oh, you're crazy.
I'm just saying, like, they just beat them in Denver. They beat them in Houston. I think they beat them a third straight time. Like, Denver hasn't been the same team at home this season that they have been in years past, but
I really wanted 3 premiums today in the NBA. Rockets, Denver, Mavericks, Sixers, Lakers, Clippers. There's so many games up and down the board that just look good to me, but I hear you.
Yeah. This one, as of right now, is not on my premium side, but y'all know me. It's Denver for me. I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared. I'll be honest. I want to bet Denver. Every bone in my body wants to bet Denver, but there's that little bird in my ear, just like Brian says, that why the hell are the Rockets favored in Denver? Why? They've already been beat twice. Like, it don't even make sense. I like the Raptors in this one. Little bounce back game at home, revenge game for the Raptors. They've lost 3 straight games at home. They're a better home team than that. Remember, this team ripped off 8 straight earlier this season at home. Boston on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. I just think this is a good spot to fade them. Shout out to the Celtics. I really like what I've seen from them over the last month or so. They've beaten pretty much everybody in the East. They've looked good. They've gotten back into the mix of things. They started to remind me of the old Celtics. I just think this is if there was a spot to fade them, I think this is it. It's more a play on Toronto than it is a fade of Boston. It's kind of my thoughts in this one. So looking for a bounce back spot for Toronto in a revenge spot. And I like the Pelicans. Just straight up money line. Come on, Pelicans. Let's hoop. Pelicans have played well at home, and I don't want anything to do with the Pacers on the road. So it's kind of just my thoughts. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Chris, what you thinking?
I've said it before. Stick with it. If you either back the Wizards money line or you fade them by an extendo clip, and I'm fading them by an extendo clip. Just for whatever reason, the Grizzlies just keep finding ways to, beat up on bad teams and struggle against good ones. And we just saw the Wizards get blown out again. This team, for whatever reason, they have even a decent amount of talent, but for whatever reason can't keep themselves in games. Now Alex Sarr is banged up. That's another big one for the Wizards. I just think that the Grizzlies take care of business at home. I think they could win this one by 20 plus. And I'm going to take the Celtics. For whatever reason, this RJ Barrett injury, has been hurting the Raptors a lot. Even as much as I like this Toronto Raptors team, I don't know. It just feels like, for as much attention as the other three get, Barrett needs to get some respect for what he adds to this core four. And and the Raptors just have not been able to get over the hump against the Celtics. Celtics have won 9 of the last 10 head-to-head. Until I see the Raptors get out of this funk against the Celtics, I'm going to keep rolling with Boston.
That's a good point. Made some good points. And my man, Jakob Poeltl, game time decision in this one tonight, too. So, see if he plays. Javon, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm on Memphis. This is just low-hanging fruit time, fading the Wizards team who, after 2 covers, one of them being a win, they went back to their old selves and got boat raced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fade them. Real simple. The Grizzlies, a game away from 500, should be able to get there in a major way. This line did go up a couple points from the opening, but I don't think it matters. 15-plus point victory by Memphis. Charlotte, I will be on the Charlotte Hornets. I know Detroit's, top team in the East. I get it. But this point spread against this team who, they've covered the last 4, if not, is it just a cover of their last 4 or they won the last 4? I know they've covered their last 4 in this series. So just based off of those 2 things, I'm just going to keep on rolling with Charlotte team who, got a nice little set of players that can give Detroit some problems. 2-2 in their last 4 games, but Charlotte's covered all of those. Too many points as far as I'm concerned. And then I will be on begrudgingly the Clippers.
We didn't get to that one yet.
We're doing this in spot.
Yeah. No, you good. I agree with pretty much everything you said about the Hornets, bro. Yeah, everybody knows how high I am on the Hornets. They should be a playoff team in the East right now. They should. They should be the 8th, 7th, 8th seed. Like, they be pissing me off, bro. But I think they finna turn that corner. Please, Hornets. Offensively, they can hang with anybody. Like, we saw them just shoot at the Hawks the fuck out the gym the other night. Come on, Hornets, man. Let's ball tonight. I have no bad words to say about the Pistons. Like, shout out to the Pistons. Shout out. I just think the Hornets can do enough offensively to keep this game within the point spread. That's all I'm saying. And I agree with everything you said about Memphis, too. All right, let's see. We got Warriors laying 6 on the Suns. We got Jazz 8-point dogs against the Magic. We got the Blazers and the Kings rematch of that ugly ass game from the other night. And Lakers and the Clips to close it out. And I'm up first. Sharp chaser play of the day is the Clippers, bro. I don't care. Based on what? Clippers are a bad basketball team. They're one of the worst teams in the NBA. I'm taking the better team, playing the better basketball, and that's the Lakers. It's just that simple. Every day, somebody trying to tell me the Clippers going to turn the corner, the Clippers going to wake up. And when, where, how? They're 6-21. That's who they are. No, I can't. This line should be Lakers -8.
So
and the Lakers are not even all that good. Like the Lakers,
36 seconds. That's how long it took Brian to say why is the line is where it is.
Well, why is
I
it?
was just
Why
I was
is it?
waiting. As soon as Jay started talking, I started a
I'm
timer.
trying to control myself in this one.
Man, I know, bro, but
Because
that's what I'm
maybe I
saying.
agree with you. Maybe I am on the Lakers tonight. This is the easiest game on the NBA schedule. I've never seen anything more easy. So if you like money, bet this game. But I'm not
Last
saying I
night,
have either
I got
one.
caught last night on a Sharp Chaser special with the Hawks plus 2.5 against the Spurs. I will not get got in this one. I'm on the Lakers. That's kind of my thoughts.
But you love the Lakers. It hurts you. Yeah.
I do. So that's fair point.
I've never seen anything. Brian's like, I've never seen anything more easy, and he came back from the bar last night.
You're a funny guy, Chris.
I lean towards the Jazz plus the points in this one. I can't wait till I get the full healthy Magic. We've yet to see them full strength, like Boncaro, Bane, Wagner, Wendell, and who am I missing? Missing somebody. I forgot off the top of my head. But we have yet to see that full lineup play like significant minutes together. I can't wait till we see it. But the Jazz, what are they? 9-4 ATS at home as a home underdog. I think they're going to be 10-4 as a home underdog after today. It's really just kind of that simple for me. And I like the Warriors in this one. Bounce back game at home that also happens to be a quick revenge game. We just lost to y'all in Phoenix the other night. We're coming back home. We've lost 3 straight, and we're multiple possession favorites in this game for good reason. So just a bounce back game at home, quick revenge game in Chase Center, in Ball Hollow. Y'all know the rest. The Warriors. Chris?
I'll be quick with it. I'm with you. Jazz plus the points. For all the reasons you said, pretty much that this team is a really good team at home. The Magic for me have just not been a team that I try to back when they're laying big numbers on the road. They're a team that tries to clamp down and win games with defense, and I don't like laying big numbers with those teams. It's kind of like when you were laying big numbers with Virginia a few years ago when they were just a defensive juggernaut. They had to try to cover 20-point lines when they were scoring 65 points a game, and it's just not something I'm buying into. The Jazz, they've been able to score some points at home, and I think they keep it close here. So give me the Jazz plus the points, and I'm with you on the Lakers. 3 words: in what world? Waiting for them to turn a corner. It's like driving around a NASCAR track. They keep doing it, and they're eventually just going to crash into the wall and just basically blow it up. So just give me the Lakers here. And Brian's going to tell me why I'm wrong and why I'm foolish in the question.
I can't, but I'd love to. If I was on I don't know who I'm on tonight. I can't say, but it's not my turn there. We'll let Javon go with Javon will probably give you words of wisdom and set you straight, if I had to guess.
Yeah, well, in what world? In my world, it's gonna be the Clippers because I'm on these bums. Now listen, the Lakers have run roughshod over this team. They've won 4 straight, 7 out of 10 in the last 10 of the series. So, this is one of these things where it's easy to back the Lakers. The harder thing is to back the Clippers in this spot. And I'm gonna do it. I want to know if James Harden is in this game. He didn't play last game, if memory serves me correct. So that's a thing. A bunch of old guys on this team. Guys that some of these guys shouldn't even be in the league, but they are. This is the first game that the Clippers are hosting the Lakers, and so. I think that plays into this one. I don't know, maybe not for the players, but for the fan base and for the owner. So they're gonna want to get this dub in this one. Plus 1.5. I don't think I need it. I think the money line's in play, and I think a Stindl clip might be in play as well. Look, the Lakers, they can't stop a nosebleed on defense. And if the Clippers, if they could take advantage, they should be able to take advantage of them, from a scoring standpoint. And there's revenge on the line. This year, the last 4 games, including this year, I would say. So, I'm gonna be on the Clippers. I'm not confident in it, but that's the side I'm on. Also, another game where I probably shouldn't be on, the Sacramento Kings. Sheesh, these guys, they're a bunch of bums. They should be on the do not bet list, but I don't have a do not bet list. I'll bet any team, anytime, anywhere. So, with that said, I'm gonna take the points coming off that first game of this mini series that was in Portland, overtime game, 1-point victory by Portland. Second game, I'm gonna take the losing team in this one, and that's the Kings.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Brian, close us out in the NBA.
Yeah, in this business we were in, you can't have a do not bet list. At least that's what I believe. You got to be open. You got to have your mind open on every day. Every day's a new day. But as far as this line, I hate to disagree with my good friend Chris Ruffalo, but I'm going to take the Orlando Magic here, lay the lumber, -7. I just, like Jay said, I'm really waiting for Orlando to wake up. I think they're one of the best teams in the East. They've only covered 2 games out of the last 8. So people are soured to the Orlando Magic. I think Utah, with their nice cover home record, will get a lot of action at that +7. So give me the Magic here, laying the points. I think they win it by doubles.
Appropriately called the Magic because this team just keeps disappearing.
They're not going to disappear tonight. Get out the extendo clip.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. All right, we got 2 games left.
Yes, hopefully we can agree now. I think me and Jay will be getting more converse to agreeing in the NFL today.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
2 games left, man. Let's go to the National Football League. We got the Eagles fly, laying 7 points on the Commanders in Washington. Total 44.5. And we got the Green Bay Packers, 1.5-point dogs in Chicago. Bear down, Chicago Bears. What happens, man? What's going to happen today? Chris, we start with you. How you feeling in the NFL today?
Well, they're the pride and joy of Illinois.
Pride and joy of Illinois. Bear down.
You're the Bears. I think I'm not doing it just because Michael Parsons is out, but I do think that's a big loss. I think he was going to be their biggest threat to chasing down Caleb Williams. And I don't know. I just think that this Bears team's playing with some confidence. It's kind of just that new coach vibe that we've seen with a couple of teams, sort of under year one. Ben Johnson's unlocked Caleb Williams. I was hoping he would this season. That was one of my thoughts coming into the year, was that Ben Johnson was going to be able to do that. And the Bears are just playing really well right now. So I'm going to roll with the Bears. I think this is a massive game for them. The Packers obviously need this game to try to pull even in the division, but I'll take Chicago in this one. They've earned my respect.
Bear down, Chicago Bears. Javon, what you thinking?
I'm thinking the Washington Commanders. This is just too many points in my opinion. Marcus Mariota, it's not a steep drop off from Jaden Daniels. He's been in there enough. So this is what I like about Washington. Off of that shutout loss a couple weeks ago, they bounced back last week against, it was a lowly G-men. I get it, but with this being a division game, I could see Washington trying to rise up, trying to, ruin what Philly has going on or what they want to have going on, which is, hold on. Jay, answer this for me. Has Philly locked up the division, or is Dallas still in?
If a win
clinches it, right?
Yeah, win clinches it today.
Right, but so that is still, there's a chance for Washington to try to play spoiler. I think they do rise up. What I saw from Washington last week, offensively at least, they did what they wanted to do. Now, it's a different story with the Eagles. I get it, but they are at home. McLaurin, he did look good, after the injury-plagued season. So he's still out there, fighting. Defense played well enough. I also think that this is going to go over no matter what. Anyway, Washington's going to give up some points, and if they they have it in the score, this is going to be one of those wild and crazy Saturday games. Sometimes we do have crazy the end of the year Saturday games. So yeah, I'll be on the underdog and I'll be on the over. And the over is reasonable to me because it's at 44.5. And if you want to take a team total over, you can with the Eagles. But yeah, so I just gave out 3 plays. That's it.
There you go. From Joe Von Burtz. Biller, what you thinking today? National Football League.
No, if it wasn't such a huge card, I definitely would have a premium on the Washington Commanders here. The Eagles' offense is 23rd best in the league. I like Mariota and what he when he's in there with Washington. I think they can keep this game under a touchdown. Eagles are famous for crapping out in Washington over the years, and so they crushed the Raiders. So what? I don't believe in the Eagles yet. So I'm going to take Washington plus the points. I think you're getting a gift here. I'm not going to take them on the money line. I know Jay might come on there and say take him on the money line because he does that kind of stuff. But I think the Commanders can keep it competitive.
Brian, you know me well, man. Give me the Commanders plus the 7 and outright, bro. Come on, man. Marcus Mariota legacy game. But in all seriousness, we've already seen the Philadelphia Eagles lose to their other division rivals as
Giants.
well. They lost to the Giants. They lost to the Cowboys. It's not insane for them to lose on the road on a Saturday to the Commanders. I think the Commanders could use a huge bounce back game. They've lost 3 straight home games, so I like that. It's an uptick style spot for them coming back home. They've gotten a win last week on the road, but they could use one at home.
Eagles
in
have Buffalo.
In all honesty, Philadelphia, you start to look at how they've played over the last month, and I'm just not in love with it. And dominating the worst team in the league, the Raiders, doesn't move the needle for me. It just doesn't. We've seen everybody dominate the Raiders this year. So laying this many points on the road with Philadelphia, I believe like you're asking for it. I love the 7 in my back pocket with Washington, and I honestly think they do have a legitimate chance to win this game outright. I've been yelling from the mountaintops all year about Marcus Mariota is not that damn bad. Shout out Mariota. And I think he does enough in this one to keep this game somewhat competitive. That's all I'm saying. A little division game, division battle on the road. I think the Commanders show up at home. That's all I'm saying. We'll see what happens. And y'all know my Bear hate will not cease today. Fuck the Bears. Let's go, Packers. Go, Pack. Go.
Oh, that was the boy singing the song.
Were we allowed to do both games? I didn't know that.
Yeah. You're going to?
Well, I'll have to go back then when you're done.
What the hell's the point of singing the song?
Bait and switch.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I dealt with that enough. I don't need any more of that, okay? Just stop. Man, catfished me.
Man, I don't know, bro. When you look up in the dictionary, ownership of Chicago, it's a picture of the Green Bay Packers, bro. It's a picture of Aaron Rodgers, and he told you he transferred the deed over to
Brett Favre.
Yeah, the Bears got to show me, man. They got to show me. They've had a good season. They're going to be a playoff team. Caleb Williams has already showed that he's a decent quarterback. That's as good of a praise he'll get from me.
I thought you were going to start talking crap on Caleb Williams. So here we go.
I could, but there's one thing left for Chicago to check off the list, and that's beat the Packers. Beat the fucking Packers, Chicago. Check that off the list, and then we'll talk. Until then, I'm staying on the other sideline. I think LaFleur will continue to have something dialed up here. And I think that's a little overreaction to all the injuries for the Packers. They were beating up on the Bears before Michael Parsons. Give me the Pack. We'll see what happens. That's my thoughts. All right. Brian, what's your thoughts here?
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to take Tank Bigsby anytime touchdown for the Eagles plus 850. Terry McLaurin for the Washington to get an anytime touchdown plus 240. And then for Green Bay, Josh Jacobs first touchdown plus 600. And then Caleb Williams anytime touchdown plus 470.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Hey, real quick, Jay. Real quick. I just wanted to backtrack to 6 days ago, last Sunday, with that Philly game. I just came to a realization that I gave out the exact score in that game. I said 31-0. It was 31-0. You know, hey, I wish I would have had the wherewithal to, bet exact scores and, but I don't do those sort of things. Those are, sweepstakes tickets as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to myself.
Fair. I ain't mad at it. If I would have called it, I would have did the same thing. All right, y'all, man, we made it. We did it. We did it in an hour as well, man. We covered everything under the sun. All 4 college basketball, college football, NBA, NHL, NFL. There we go. Chris, man, a lot going on today. What you got going on over at PickDawgz Premium?
Yeah, I got a ton going on today. A lot of plays on the board. I got my college football game of the month. I've got my NBA big play, an NBA 3-pack. I got a college basketball big play and a bunch of college basketball packages that you can check out. But the best value of all is to hop on a long-term pass, and it's part of my 12 days of Pickmas. It's day 8. Got a special on my 3-day and 7-day passes. So if you're waiting to sort of check out a long-term pass, take me for a test drive, this is the best time to do it. So coming off of back-to-back winning days, you can definitely pair me up with Jay, Brian, Jovan, pair all of us up. Whatever you do, use that promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase.
Hop on with the franchise, ladies and gentlemen. Continue to kick the crap out of the books. What you got going on today, Jovan?
Yeah, it's Saturday, so per usual, I got a lot going on, specifically in college basketball, where I have a boatload of plays. Not as many as I usually have, but nevertheless, I got a lot of plays there. Got one play in college football and another one in college basketball, college football, NFL, because it is Saturday. I got one in that. And I will have another one up on, or 2 on the board for the NBA. Coming out hard last couple of days. On the premium, on the free side, that extendo clip play is hitting. I got a premium extendo play as well. 2-on-1 in my the limited amount of extendo clip plays that I've put out for my premium. 2-on-1 at plus 419. So this one should be another hitter. Run that little record up of mine with this extendo clip. Might as well jump on something long term while you're at it.
There you go, man. Hop on with Jovan. Continue to kick the crap out of the books. Brian, what you got going on?
Oh, love the card today. Normally, I don't have 7 premium plays, but I do today. Ranked number 1 at PickDawgz.com, last 365 for all sports profit. You can get my college football titanium at PickDawgz.com. My titanium 63 and 29, 68.4% winners last 92. I also have my another titanium. It's a 2 titanium day. My Pacific Division game of the year in the NBA, 30 and 15 run in the NBA, 67%. Or get that play in the college football is my cream of the crop 3-pack. 3 best bets I have on the board today, $50, PickDawgz.com. Pair me out with any one of these guys and they have a mammoth 2026 just around the corner.
Hop on with Brian, man. Continue to kick the crap out of the books, y'all. For me today, I got 3 plays as of right this second. I got 1 in the NBA, my NBA Jam Session play of the night. Really love that play. Looking for a major bounce back last night. I had the Hawks. It was a bad play. Sharp chaser play. It was what it was. But bouncing back on it tonight. Really love tonight's play. I got a college football big play of the week. It's in the Miami Texas A&M game. I got the winner in that game. So if you want to know who's winning it and need some little help, you can scoop that up. And I got a big play in the NFL as well. So I talked about both of them, but scoop up my favorite over at PickDawgz Premium, man. Let's make it a magical day. And I'm going to add a couple more NBA here momentarily as well. So probably have 5 in total today. 3 NBA, 1 college football, 1 NFL. So money making Saturday. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's parlay time. Parlay. What you parlaying up? franchise player.
Give me, oh boy, I'm going to be the anti
Here we
Pick
go.
Dawgz. I'm going to go with St. John's. I'm going to go with Houston, and I'm going to go with the Utah Jazz plus the points.
Javon, what's your parlay?
Indiana Hoosiers. We'll match that up with Oakland. As a matter of fact, it's going to be Oakland, Indiana, and Eastern Washington. That's a 3-teamer. Then a 2-teamer, it'll be the Washington Commanders. Match that up with God damn. Nah, I can't do that. Nah, it's gonna have to be the Clippers. Sorry.
Brian, what's your parlay?
It's tough to get it down to just 3 games, but I'm going to go with the Washington Commanders +7, Houston Rockets on the money line, and Oregon JMU under 45.5.
Okay. I'm gonna give y'all a 4-teamer. I'm gonna go Oregon. I'm gonna go Tulane. I'm gonna go Lakers, and then I'm gonna go Tampa Bay Lightning. Little 14. You can make it a 5-teamer if you really want to, and throw the Nuggets in there. See,
Real quick, that 2-team is Washington Commanders. If I didn't say that, I don't want to make it seem like it was the Washington Wizards.
we know you want the Wizards today. Nah, I'm playing.
It's on the Wizards money line.
All right, man. That's it. That's all, man. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Smash the like button for us. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All of us do individual content here on the site as well. So if you want more of us, there's more of us on the channel. So you can definitely go find it there. I ain't got no other words for you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We got a solid card tomorrow as well. I'll be here to help y'all break it down. So that's all I got. Chris, what about you?
Well, let's make it a winning day.
Jovan?
Yeah, there's a lot of money out there. Let's be sure to get it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Brian?
Going 7-0 today. I can't wait to be back tomorrow so I can gloat about it, but just a profitable day and I'll be happy. Let me tone it back a little bit.
See y'all then. Right here.